As a single woman, I'm getting a little worried when I scroll on this app that like all of the good single men, 30-year-olds and up, or near that range, they are, if they're single, they're staying inside and doing exactly what I would want to do, which is like binge a show and like order and take out. Like, why when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing all these like cute men who look like they have their head on their shoulders. They probably don't. Let's just be fucking real. But they're all like staying inside. Like, what I'm trying to do is text a girlfriend and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me cuddling into bed and binging all of Real Housewives, let's go out. Because I'm just hoping that one day, like, I meet my husband, like, meet cute randomly. Like, I gotta go out and do that, right? I have to, like, actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and, like, put on a cute outfit and do that, you know? Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please. Stop ordering takeout by your fucking self and wait for me to be there with you to do it, okay? Fuck, literally, I don't... Probably gonna run into a douchebag.
Welcome to Manosphere Daily, the only channel where we say what every man's thinking but nobody's allowed to say out loud. This isn't about hate, it's about truth. Hit that like button, subscribe, and join the movement.
Is that the good guys are done with dating.
I think she's pandering a little, but there is a lot of this going on right now. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a good guy. I'm not saying that all good guys are single or that all single guys are good. I'm just saying that a lot of us are kind of here right now. When I was a teenager, I thought dating worked like this. I did not know that this step was going to be here. I guess we could call this a negotiation ship. It's when someone is not willing to give 100%. And it always happens when somebody drops the ball. For me, I've experienced a lot of ghosting, a lot of trading up, and it doesn't matter which guy I am. Even if I'm this guy, how do I know you're not gonna just do this? Couple women showed up wearing wedding rings. That does not inspire confidence. The most common thing for me is that we get to this stage and she says she wants to be polyamorous, which means she already is. I even had a crush on someone in 5th grade, and she didn't like me until after college, and we hung out for a month before she told me that she had a boyfriend. I've had some people tell me that I might just be attracting this kind of woman, and maybe that's true, or maybe they just shouldn't be doing these things, but for now I'm just kind of out of ideas.
It's 2025, and modern women are finally realizing something they never thought possible. There are no good men left. Or at least, that's what they keep saying. But the truth isn't that men disappeared, it's that men stopped playing the game.
Why aren't men getting married anymore? It's not because they hate love or they're against love. It's because the system is actually stacked against them. In 1960, 72% of adults were married, and today it's barely 50%. And among men under 30, it's pretty much nowhere. Here's why. Divorce courts, they'll take all of the man's money, they'll take the kids, they'll take the house. 90% of child custody goes to women, and men pay millions in child support and alimony every year. Then there's the happy wife, happy life culture where men sacrifice everything to keep the peace. Meanwhile, if a man wants traditional roles, it's labeled as toxic. So men naturally ask themselves, what is the upside? And for a lot of guys, there isn't one. It's not that men in general hate commitment. They hate commitment to a system that is designed to punish them for existing. Till marriage becomes a partnership and not a legal liability, men will continue to keep saying, no thanks. Do you think men are right to walk away from the thought of marriage, or do you think
American men don't want to date American women anymore? And little disclaimer, I do live in the US for the past 7 years. 1. Some American men feel that American women are very entitled. They feel that many American women expect a partner who fit a specific ideal. He has to be smart, attractive, successful, fit. They believe that many American women have unrealistic expectations. They expect their partners to do everything, and they expect their partners to put their needs above their own. Two, because of the rise of radical feminism, there is a loss of femininity among American women, and they even started to adopt some masculine traits. Three, opportunistic behavior. A big percentage of divorces are initiated by women, and usually is because they prioritize their career and personal growth over their family life. And a lot of men also express some frustration because they feel that there is a lack of commitment and loyalty among American women. And that is why a lot of American men are now dating non-American women, because they believe that non-American women tend to prioritize mutual respect, shared values, and commitment.
In today's world, dating isn't about connection anymore, it's about competition, validation, and status. Apps turned relationships into options. Social media turned attention into currency. And while women chased lifestyles, followers, and the top 1% of men, the rest quietly walked away. The good, stable, honest men, the ones who would have built families and futures, got tired of being invisible. They stopped chasing. They stopped proving their worth. Because in a world that says, men are replaceable, eventually, men take that advice, and replace dating altogether.
Single girls, I need you to listen up. I just found man heaven. Forget about bars and clubs. Your future husband is at the golf course. I already signed up to be coming here weekly. Happy husband hunting. Ladies,
Why men are tired of dating in America? Because every date feels like a job interview. They have to prove themselves, pay for everything, and act like their therapist, just to maybe get a second date. Meanwhile, she comes to the date late, she's constantly on her phone, and she tells you that she's still healing. And this doesn't feel like dating for men, it feels like emotional labor.
Now, women in their 30s and 40s are asking, where did all the good men go? But they didn't go anywhere, they just stopped volunteering for disrespect. They're working, building, training, investing, and finding peace in solitude. Meanwhile, the same women who ignored them in their prime are scrolling through dating apps, filtering for men who don't exist. They set impossible standards, 6 feet, 6 figures, 6-pack, and now wonder why they're alone. Because when everyone thinks they deserve the best, nobody is good enough.
Alright, so everybody keeps telling me there's all these wonderful men out there that'll take you on dates and buy you flowers and do sweet things for you, and everywhere I look there's all these men on TikTok that are talking about how they would love that kind of opportunity with a woman and all of these things, and I don't seem to understand why I can't find them. Can someone point me in the right direction, please? Thank you.
Modern independence gave women choices, but not all choices lead to happiness. Freedom without wisdom becomes self-destruction. And now, millions of women are realizing that independence isn't the same as fulfillment. They spent their best years chasing careers and validation, only to discover that time doesn't negotiate. Men didn't vanish, they evolved. They became selective, disciplined, and unbothered. And the more men detach from modern dating, the more women feel the silence they created.
Why men these days don't want to get married. I'm going to go over this topic because I've seen it a lot. And ladies, before you come for me, realize that I'm going to do another video as well talking about why women want to get divorced because of the man. So follow me for that video. But in this video, I'm speaking about from a man's perspective why most men these days are not looking to get married as much as before. So the first problem that we have, which is a new age problem, is social media. Your girl, some girls, or most girls, are posting their body on social media, which is fine, confidence, great. But the issue is there's a lot of girls that cross the line between posting too much for a man's liking. Because it's like no one wants their wife all over social media for everybody to see. I don't care what anybody has to say. A man does not want his wife's body and all these things on the internet for everybody to see. They just don't want it. The second problem is that most girls are just given all this attention and validation through social media because they're beautiful and young and all these things, and then it doesn't cause them to want to improve all the time because they're constantly being told that they're amazing, they're a queen, they're a princess, they're beautiful, all these things. You know, the harsh reality is someone has to be told things they don't want to hear to enable to improve. So a lot of girls now are just thinking that they're already queens to begin with and they don't need to improve, and that's just not attractive in the wife, you know. And the third problem, which I think is the biggest problem, which I'm noticing, which is so sad that the guys on this app are posting why they're frustrated, is that women are taking a lot but they're not giving as much, you know. They're caring for the guys in the beginning of the relationship and then it fades away, and then all they're worried about is taking care of the kids and they don't take care of their husband. You know, in my opinion, you know, your wife should crack you open a beer and give it to you when you're like stressed from a long day, or give you a massage, you know, because we have to take care of them as much as they have to take care of us too. And I find that that just fades away, you know, and it goes both ways. I'm not saying one person has to treat the other one amazing, but both of you should be making each other feel better all the time. Then marriage is worth it. Of course, marriage is not worth it if you're coming home busting your ass and your wife does nothing for you and doesn't make you feel good. You know, that's why guys don't want to get married, because we're putting in all this effort and we're still being men. We're still held accountable to be providers and protectors and everything. But the women are not held accountable to being nurturers, you know, and having a good feminine energy and taking care of the home space and bringing peace, not arguments, not aggression, peace in the house and relaxation and massages. That's what men want. Girls are not providing it, so that's why men are not, you know, wanting to get married. But you can find a good girl. They are out there.
2025 isn't the year men disappeared, it's the year men learned their value. They stopped chasing approval and started chasing purpose. And now, modern women are waking up to a new reality. Good men still exist, they just don't want to be found by the wrong ones. You can't devalue men for a decade and expect them to stay loyal to the system. The truth is simple, men didn't give up on love, they gave up on disrespect.
Oh my god, there are just like no good guys out there. Everybody's terrible. Dating apps are the worst. Like every guy I meet is such an asshole. Like I just don't understand. Like I'm gonna be single forever because it's just so hard out there. You wanna know a secret where all the nice guys are? Yeah? Okay. Look around. They're everywhere, okay? They're the ones that you put in the friend zone. They're the ones on your dating app inbox that you've just ignored. They're the ones that have been repeatedly asking you out, but that you won't go out with because they don't make your stomach flip. Like that asshole traumatic guy that's unavailable, that's been stringing you along forever and that you can't let go of. So where's the real ownership that we have? It comes down to working on ourselves, getting over that toxic behavior so that we can see somebody for who they really are. Understanding that social media and the movies and everything has lied to you about what they believe a true relationship should look like. It's not as exciting as you think, but it can be secure and stable and wonderful. And there are amazing guys out there that would be a husband and a father and a friend to you. And you need to do the work so that you can wake up and actually see them.
Today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.